back to another episode. We are going to be playing, I think we all know, I'm going to be playing a very special game tomorrow. Or at least on Friday, that is, I don't know. So let's look at some more DLC videos, huh? No, let's actually go. Let's start with some of his videos first. What the heck? What? I've never seen that video and I don't want to. Okay.
Such a famous big YouTuber. Tell me about your fantasies. I'll do anything.
Well, there is one thing.
Tell me.
I want to dunk a basketball.
What about me? What can I do?
Well, you could buy me a basketball. I haven't touched one in like 20 years.
What if someone else wanted to play with your ball? I'll make your dreams come true.
Gross. Play with my ball. No. Unless
What? Tell me.
I have this dream where Michael Jordan touches my basketball. That's the whole dream. It's pretty hot, right?
Oh god, dude, I think he might be in
this
trouble.
video, hoping for something filthy with cartoons. What the hell did they think this was? The Minnie Mouse OnlyFans? If you are still watching this video, congratulations, you are not a pervert. By now, all the perverts have already clicked off, and now I'm left with you, the wonderful like button clicking people interested in my actual fantasy. Getting good at basketball. And I wanted to tell you about it because it's the thing I've loved most this year. So, here are my thoughts. I call it my adult fantasy because as a child, I had a very dark past with sports. I remember being down at the court when stuff like this would happen. Listen, I'm your bro, and I know you're getting picked last. Oh, come on. Why would you say that? Because even blind Bobby's better than you. That is offensive. Thanks. To lie to people, Alex is much worse than that. Oh, come on! I was a kid that didn't like being judged by my peers. Is that impossible? Is it? It made my heart freeze, so I stopped doing sports. Which sucked, because when I was even younger, sports were what brought my family together. I had a father that loved sports. John, when you grow up, you're going to play on the Celtics, the Patriots, the Bruins, and the Red Sox. Honey, who are you talking to? My unborn son. He's in there somewhere, honey. Let's make a kid. Fast forward
What
to
the
adulthood,
heck?
and I'm suddenly interested in basketball again. Even though my old basketball is covered in cobwebs and I haven't played it in years, definitely haven't bonded with my dad over it. I haven't even owned sweatpants. But something incredible happened that changed my perspective on sports. I met Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was an NBA superstar that rose to fame during the late 90s, and I met him a few months ago. Here's a quick, interesting side story. While making this video, I discovered an odd commercial Michael Jordan was in. I gotta show you because I'm curious if you can spot the problem.
See how it's all curled up like bacon in a pan? See how bad this dude looks? What's that? Thank you. Okay. No, that's no, buddy. We're like twins.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Did you catch that? Let me play it again.
We're like twins. No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Look at that. Does that look like any specific mustache to you? When the commercial first released, half the internet swore it was a Hitler mustache, and the other half didn't see it. You see it, right? Like, how could you be so oblivious that you don't see it? Anyways, have you ever watched enough videos about someone to feel like you know them personally? Because that's how I met Michael Jordan. It wasn't a meet in real life sort of thing. I met him through the TV. It was even more electric. I was on the edge of my seat watching a basketball documentary. You know how every once in a while you watch something and you're like, oh, I can't believe this just changed my life. That's what happened with the documentary. If you're interested in checking it out yourself, it's on Netflix. It's about Michael Jordan's rise to fame and his last season with the Chicago Bulls. And it's called The Last Dance. The electricity of watching him passionately speak about basketball. It's what inspired my adult fantasy. We know you want to be like Michael Jordan now, but you're also in your 30s and fat. So we came up with an idea. Better not be something stupid. Oh, definitely not. You wear the Jordan stash. You realize how offensive this is, right? He looks like Hitler. What? I don't see it. Hitler's not even black. Good God, don't talk like that! What? It's just like in the commercial. I'm Michael Jordan. Everyone loves me. That's even more offensive. Oh, calm down, brother. He has an even better Jordan impression. Go ahead. I'm the greatest at basketball. Watch me dunk. It's like Jordan is here himself. You gotta stop. This is not Jordan. If anyone hears you, they'll be pissed. Whoa. See? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's actually Michael Jordan. Holy smokes. I heard your voice and drove right over. I didn't think it would actually be you. It's actually Michael Jordan. Y'all are going to hell. No one thinks this is Michael Jordan. Welcome to the most trusted news source in America. We don't fact check. We just read news straight off of Twitter. Everyone across the planet agrees this man is Michael Jordan, and he's returning to basketball. He's also done charity work. Here's a picture of him teaching a fat man in his 30s how to dribble a basketball. We'll have more as the fat guy gets fatter. Am I right with this guess? I feel like if I was on a basketball team, you would be on my team. We'd be the ragtag team of misfits that barely wins the championship. That's my team because I was never into practicing, which is why I'm surprised to tell you, I've been going out to play basketball for a couple hours every morning. I have Michael Jordan to thank for that. As a kid, I stopped playing, I think because I didn't feel as good as the other kids. But honestly, watching the documentary, I realized Michael Jordan kept going just because he thought it was fun. And every day he put more hours in, he slowly improved. I hope this doesn't sound lame, but it made me realize if you enjoy something, whether you're great at it or not, go for it. That could be art or music or making videos. For me, right now, it's sports. Sports has improved my body. Like, take my legs, for example. They wear sweatpants now! I did not know these were heaven for your legs! Occasionally, on my bike ride home from the court, I'll call my dad to tell him how it's going. And after all these years, we're finally bonding again, thanks to basketball. And the story about my dad doesn't end there, because he hustled me so hard recently. Before I tell you that, I'd like to share one final basketball thought. The way I see it, if I keep practicing, when our ragtag team makes it to the championship, I'll be ready. I can pass you a throw, and you can slam down the winning shot. That would be awesome.
I mean, I probably could.
I'd rather put my head up a bear's butt than ask you to do this. But if you enjoyed yourself, definitely click subscribe and like right now. If you're still not sure if racism exists in 2020, let me explain it to you using this delicious cake. Now, before we start, we can all agree that cake is a dessert. And no matter which type of cake you are still a dessert. In a perfect world, everyone would love every cake the same. I know I do. The problem is, you entered a baking contest with a chocolate cake, and the judge only likes vanilla. Seriously? Who only likes vanilla? Do you also like sauceless pizza? This man is a problem! A baking contest with a biased judge means your delicious chocolate cake will never win. And that's what we're here to talk about. Let's say you don't think you should get involved, but you still like chocolate cake. Well, imagine this. You're incredibly hopeful that you and your friend win the $200 prize in the baking contest. So you enter the perfect chocolate cake. And then out of nowhere, a vanilla cake person throws your cake on the ground and starts to strangle it. Chocolate cake! You would be upset because that man is crazy. But it gets worse. Because that person is judging the baking contest. Why would you do that to a cake? I love cake. Now, I've been going to this baking contest for years, and every year more people tell me that chocolate cake should win, and every year Karen's shitty vanilla cake wins instead. You don't want to drag Karen down. You just want a fair shot at chocolate cake winning the prize. So you explain to Karen that maybe if the two of you confronted the judge, chocolate cake could be treated equally in the contest. After all, Karen's not crazy. The judges. You have high hopes because you're just a good person asking another good person for help. That's when Karen calls the cops and says you threatened her life and force-fed her cake when she's allergic to gluten. And you say to the police, this is absurd. I only came to talk, and there's gluten in vanilla cake too. And Karen says, oh, I didn't say gluten. I said cocoa. I'm allergic to cocoa, and you're a murderer. And you're like, man, Karen's crazier than I thought, but that's okay. The police have common sense. And that's when the cops throw you over their knee and spank you until you die. What? What? As you can see, things are currently unfair for chocolate cake. They feel unsafe. No one's saying vanilla cake or carrot cake sucks. It's my understanding that chocolate cake just feels unsafe compared to the other cakes. Understandable. I just got spanked to death by a police officer. I don't mean this to all be glib. There's actually good news, too. What I think is cool is that for the first time in history, folks from all parts of the neighborhood are showing support for chocolate cake. Doesn't matter if they're red velvet or carrot or vanilla, an overwhelming amount of people are saying that chocolate cake matters. And from my perspective, this seems like a milestone and major step forward. I'm proud of anyone that's been involved. You've been a voice when you didn't have to be. And I have an incredible amount of respect for anyone that's done that. And there's nothing to be afraid of in speaking up for chocolate cake. I'm not a baking expert. I know very little about chocolate cake. But I do know it deserves to be treated equally in the contest, and for that, I wanted to show support. So I hope that explains racism in 2020. Oh, that's the wrong sign.
right.
Really? Yeah, can we get the right sign? Yeah, I can't believe it
It's
either.
still
happening.
happening.
This is
Give it a
ridiculous.
day.
This is by no means meant to be an in-depth video. This is purely meant to get the conversation started. That said, I have a feeling the comments on this video are gonna get a little out of hand. If you see that, could you do me a favor and direct the conversation back to what steps we can each take to elevate the Black Lives Matter movement, to help people in their time of need. Be there for each other in any way you can. We are all humans, and we are all equal. I hope you know that whatever way you choose to help,
Well.
whether it's a donation,
Oh,
protesting, or just speaking up to family and friends.
Whoa. Okay, I didn't do that. Okay.
Is appreciated by millions of people around the world. If you'd like to see another genius... I stepped in dog poop the other day. Listen to me talk about it in the background. If you're still not sure if racism exists... If you're still not sure what to do about guns, let me explain it to you using this awful cat. Now, before we start, we can all agree that banning cats won't get rid of all cats. And that a majority of people that do own cats are good people. Not every cat is an awful cat. And I happen to love a cute, cuddly cat. Ah, look at you. So cute. Such a cute little kitty. Stupid awful cat!
Yeah.
That was an
An
awful
awful
cat.
cat.
And that is what we're here to talk about. Let's say you're at the movies or church or school when out of nowhere a cat pops up and claws you in the face. Suddenly, you might want to do something about this awful cat. Now, I live on a street that had one awful stray cat. And when no one did anything about it, one cat turned into dozens, and they were all clawing people in the face. And it's all because my neighbor, the crazy cat lady, Mrs. Nra, was leaving out giant piles of treats for cats. So you explained to your neighbor that maybe it would be okay to have a couple rules for these cats. Now, you would hope that a good neighbor would understand.
Man.
But she freaks out and yells at you that you're trying to ban all cats. And you're just like, hey, I just don't want to get clawed in the face. I'm not banning anything. And they tell you maybe if you had your own cat, you'd feel better about it. And you say, I do have a cat. It's that cute cuddly one in my window. That's not the problem. The problem is these... Ah! God damn it! So as you can see, we have a cat problem. And all anyone wants is to put some rules in place to stop the excessive amount of awful cats on the street. But instead, I'm looking out my window and see an even bigger, scarier lions, tigers, cheetahs, and AR-15s. That's not the same as a regular cat. But my crazy cat lady neighbor wants you to think it's okay for everybody to own a cheetah. What? No. Would you stop it, Mrs. Nra? Really? And sure, there are people out there with the proper knowledge and training to understand the responsibilities of owning a cheetah. But when the cheetahs keep ending up in schools clawing kids in the face, I don't think the answer is to put more cheetahs in the school. And I don't think the best way to buy a cheetah is to walk into Petco and go, hey, I want a cheetah. Oh, okay. Here you go. And I think we all can agree that it's impossible to get rid of all cats. Which is good, because there's tons of cute, cuddly ones. But let's make some rules that limit and prevent how many awful cats wind up on our street. Less awful cats means less people clawed in the face. Sure, they still might get attacked by a dog or abducted by aliens, but let's handle this one problem at a time. And while this won't solve all cat problems, there's a good chance it'll help with a lot. Like, they had a similar cat problem over on Australia Street, and after they put rules in place, good people still owned good cats, but No one has gotten clawed in the face in over 20 years. To all the teenagers on my street that are fed up with that cat lady, I'm really proud of you for being so brave. So I hope that explains to you the problem we're having with guns. Now, I have a feeling that the comments on this video are gonna get a little out of hand. If you see that, could you help me out? Direct the conversation back to what laws can we put in place to get less guns in the hands of wrong people? It's important and something we should talk about constructively. How can we stop Mrs. Nra? She's a good lady, she's just a little too into her cats. Maybe we could get her to be interested in a new American pastime, like give everyone on the street free apple pie. There's a rally on March 24th in Washington, D.C., and I would love it if you could attend. I'll have all that information down below. That said, we'll be back to the regularly... Many of you ask if my dad likes being portrayed as cheap in my videos. Well, the first time I showed him a cheap dad video, he immediately teared up in the eye and said something like, "Thank you, Sean. I don't have to keep it a secret anymore." He loves it. So growing up with a dad like that, I have a huge list of things that you can do with $0. So if your family has $0 and you don't know what to do, let's talk about your options. Option 1, put yourself up for adoption. I'm kidding, don't do that. I love my family. Okay, for real, here's the list. The first thing you can do is something I did with my aunt. My aunt recently started watching my videos and keeps asking why she hasn't been in one yet. So, when I was a kid, I wasn't very outdoorsy, and my aunt would force me to go on these grueling, terrifying, scary 15 to 20 minute hikes. And I'd get to the top of the mountain and I'd be out of breath and be like, "This is beautiful. I made it." "Alex, I'm proud of you. But we only made it halfway. Still got 7 more minutes to go." I'm telling you because I never thought I would like hiking. But now that I've been many times, I can say it's actually pretty fun. So try it out sometime. What else can you do with $0? Rob a bank. Please don't do that. Oh my god, no. Good news. I have an alternative that's equally fun and rewarding. It was my favorite game as a kid called Jailbreak. To play this game, all you need is some friends. I would play with my 2 sisters and my cousins. If you don't have friends, come to my house. You can sit in the corner and watch us play. Here's how you play. It's kind of like fancy hide and seek. Everyone splits up into equal teams, so you need at least 2 or 3 people on a team. And then you set up some boundaries, like a yard or a park. And somewhere within the boundaries, you need a jail cell. If you're a hider, you hide. If you are a seeker and you find a hider, you tag them and they go to the jail cell. If you get caught, the only way out of jail is to have another hider sneak to the jail and tag you out. And the game ends when the police catch all the bad guys. I was such a nerd, so they'd always tag me and I'd be like, "You can't arrest me! You didn't read me my rights! I want my lawyer!" And by the way, did you ever play something like this, or what do you do when you have $0? Let me know. Here's a fun thing to do that surprised me. Ask old people questions. Here's why. One time, I was alone in this room. There was no one else except for an old man. A nice grandpa. So I asked him questions about his life, and the first thing he told me was about a time he robbed a bank. Holy shit, you guys old people have done crazy stuff. So if you like insane stories that never seem to end, but can't afford Netflix, find old people. Besides being a kid with no money, I also had $0 as an adult. What this? Oh, that's not mine. That belongs to the Odd Ones Out. I may have told you this next story before, but it fits the theme, so I am going to tell you again. And this time, I'm going to help you pull it off yourself. One time when I first moved to LA, I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and she said something like, "I really want a pizza right now." And I was thinking, man, I would do anything to make her happy. There must be a way that a chivalrous man such as myself can get my lady a pizza with no money. I know. I'll call my grandma in Florida and desperately beg her.
What?
"I love you." "Yes." "You love me." "Yes." "Will you order me a pizza over the phone?" And she did. That's why my grandma's the best. We call this phoning in a pizza, and it's become a family tradition. After I got my pizza, A few months later, my sister called me and said, hey, it's your turn to buy me a pizza. And later, my dad called my sister, and so on. Whoever the last person to get the pizza was is the next person that's called when the next pizza's ordered. And that's phoning in a pizza. And I think it would be hilarious if we made it a tradition in your family as well. So think of someone to call, and if you need some help, show them this video starting at the following beep.
I would.
Hi, I'm Alex Clark, and you're receiving this video because you have been loved and thought of today. In my family, when someone is loved and thought of, they are expected to order the person that thought of them a pizza. And I'm passing that tradition on to you. If you love the person that sent you this, they are expecting that you're going to order them a pizza right now. Please don't feel obligated to order. Unless you truly and deeply love them from the bottom of your heart. Have a wonderful day! Something else you can do with $0 is draw. And I know people think they're bad at drawing sometimes, so I wanted to show you some of mine to show you I've always been bad. Here's a picture I did of a Ninja Turtle in a top hat. Here's a picture of Iron Man where the arms look like they're made out of Jell-O. Here's a picture I drew of our sponsor, Shade Tree Sunglasses. They've got over 50 kinds of sunglasses, and I'll have more info on them at the end. But they're pretty cool, and they come in these cool bamboo hard cases. Here's a picture my dad drew. Chef PU. There's a bulge, guys. My dad drew a bulge. What? What? I have a ton of this hilarious art. I'm going to post a bunch of pictures on my Patreon. And here's my favorite one, Chucky from Rugrats. What do you think? Can you notice the improvement from Top Hat, Ninja Turtle?
That's from age 7.
I've been trying to make videos that are easier to watch as you get ready for school or for work. So, what'd you think of this one? And what are some things you do with $0? Let me know. If you did want to check out our sponsor, though, you can visit shadetreeglasses.com and use the promo code CLARK5 to knock $5 off your order. These are premium glasses made out of like titanium and hardwood and stuff, so they're pretty fancy. But I think you're gonna like them. I'll have a link in the description. And well, I hope if you have $0, you can do one of these things, because they're kind of fun, I think. Maybe you could do one of them this weekend. This weekend. No! I am a good son, okay? This should not have happened, but it did. I like my family, okay? I moved to Los Angeles not because I dislike them, it's because I dislike the circle of Can You. What you gotta do is you take your house, you put it on a map, and you draw a circle around it that's 150 miles away from your house. That is the circle of Can You. Can you walk the dog? Can you just paint the house? Can you just shovel the driveway? Can you just get us groceries? No! Please. Please leave me alone. And I did it. I escaped the circle. I moved from New England to Los Angeles. And I want to point out I have a great family, although now I'm a little suspect after what they did. But I do make it a point to visit them every Christmas. Which says a lot because, like, one of the reasons I moved to LA, I don't like the cold. I am sick of the... I don't like jackets. I don't like falling on ice. I don't like shoveling. I definitely don't like shoveling. Shoveling! No! It's like literally like I am not coming home if I have to shovel. I'm like, Dad, just pay the kid $20 down the street. He'll do it. Sean, that cost money. The Christmas where this went all wrong. The Christmas that I'm finally coming out about. Laying it all out on the table. Was Christmas 2014. 4 years ago. I'm sitting on the plane. And I'm watching this movie. The gist of the movie was that spend time with the people you love while they're still around. And that really struck me. And so I was like, all right, this trip, I'm gonna make it a point to spend some more time with my family. Yeah, I'm already gonna be there, but I'm really gonna be there. It was a bad idea. I got hustled hard. And this is how it happened. So I get back, I'm excited to see him, and I'm like, Dad, let's do something together, right? Like, you want to go bowling? That costs money. You want to... Sean, that costs money. That costs money. That costs money, Sean. All right, Dad. Is there something you want to do? Well, we could shovel the driveway. No! So he goes out shoveling. I'm just sitting on the couch, like, scrolling on the iPad. looking for something that we could do. While I'm doing that, my mom comes in the room.
Your father told me you weren't gonna help him.
I think the reason I hated shoveling so much is because he would always find a way to trick me into doing it.
Sure, I'll buy you that CD. If you shovel the driveway. Sean, I got you a gift for shoveling the driveway yesterday. Yeah, it's a shovel. It's snowing again. Get out there.
Like, Mom, I told you guys I'm not shoveling. Like, he should just pay that kid down the street. I just want to do something fun.
She goes, well, he does like pool.
What?
Now, I've never heard my dad talk about pool. I've never seen him hold a pool stick. It costs money to play pool. I was just like, this is not sounding like my dad at all, but I do like pool. And I'm decent at it, so I was like, yeah, let's go play pool. So we drive over to the pool hall, and game one. He is off. I am cramming those balls into the hole. In. Missed, but almost in. So we're playing a couple more games, and I keep winning, right? Just destroying, dominating. I am the power player. That is exactly what he wanted.
Sean, how about this? If I win this next game, you shovel the driveway.
And I've been winning. He's not good at all, but there was just something. I was like, he's up to something. I'm not shoveling the driveway, all right? You want someone to shovel? Pay the kid.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, Dad. I'm not shoveling. He did not like that at all. So he leaves the room, probably embarrassed or something. And he comes back, and not 5 minutes later, I get a call from my mom.
You know, I forgot to tell your father this, but maybe you guys could pick up the groceries for dinner tonight, okay?
Yeah, sure, Mom.
Yep.
That was your mother, wasn't it?
Yep.
She wants us to buy groceries, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I could tell because my wallet was tingling.
So we decide to play one last game, and I have the best idea. You win this game, I'll buy the groceries tonight. If I win, you'll never ask me to shovel again.
Yeah.
See what I did there? I got out of shoveling. I nailed it. Not getting me, Daddy.
All right, Sean, it's a deal.
Don't trust your fathers. Are you listening to me? Do not trust your dads. Soon as that happens, boom,
Got it in, Sean. Boom, got it. Boom, it's
You
in.
did, son.
he didn't miss one ball. Pop, 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 pop. Just ran train on that table. And he gives me a big old smile and he says,
Thanks for buying the groceries, Sean. Could use the extra money to pay someone to shovel.
I've been hustled by my own father. Somebody send that man to jail. And it gets worse. Because remember when my mom told me maybe my dad would want to play pool? Then she called to tell me they needed groceries. Yeah, she was in on the whole thing. She hustled me too! Now, something you might not know is that my family is actually visiting me this week in Los Angeles. It is my dad's 60th birthday, and he loves pizza. So despite the fact he hustled me, I'm going to be the bigger man here and order him as many pizzas as he can possibly name in 10 seconds.
Pepperoni, broccoli,
You got 5 seconds. Keep going.
hamburger,
3 seconds.
regular cheese.
That's because today's episode is sponsored by our friends at Honey. It's a free browser extension you can install in 2 clicks. It automatically finds the best coupons on the web, so you always get the best price.
And if you install it right now, I'll make you an honorary member of our coupon gang. And you too can coupon the haters.
All right, so I have my dad's whole order in here. It came to $119.28. Now let's see if Honey can save us some money. It's checking for coupons right now, and holy cow, it saved us like $30. Looks like I got my grocery money back, Dad. Thanks again to Honey for sponsoring today's video. If you would like to check it out for yourself, it's a free install over.
The Subaru Outback, equipped with advanced safety features like EyeSight driver assist technology and winner of the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Award. The new 2021 Subaru Outback, the greatest Outback of all time.
It's a special day, Sean. My first cell phone. Time to make some internet friends.
They're not as friendly as you think, Dad.
Nonsense. You'll see. Oh, what? I'm just trying to be friendly here. You take that back, Internet. Oh my God, stop it. Stop. Son, this is ridiculous. All I was trying to do was subscribe to PewDiePie. I'll teach you a lesson, you little piece of garbage. Yes, yes, you little piece of garbage. I'm never... It's not over, Dad. It sure is. Wait, oh God.
Scanning area for friend. Friend found.
You're mine.
Boom. Boom.
All this just to make friends on the internet. But
If you liked this video, you will definitely love my stand-up comedy tour that's happening right now. You can grab tickets at the link in the description.
So guys, that was me watching Alex Clark. If you guys want to see more of these videos, please leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.